sent out from the fire for this come to pass. Alright, normally we're live. Normally we're good. Hello, you beautiful nerds of the world. It's me, Torok, at your service. I hope the sound is not too... I hope the music is not too loud. Maybe I need to lower my mic a little bit. Ooh, Akira Yamaguchi, hello. Cosmic Cat, hello there. You tell me if if maybe my voice is a bit too loud. Don't hesitate, or like if the music masked a little bit, because I had to change my my audio because of my previous reaction to Dark Souls versus Skyrim. I refuse to call it Skyrim versus Dark Souls, but I hope you enjoyed it. Billy Bobby, hey! Oh yeah, the music is very loud. Okay. Apologies. Because I want it to be audible, but not as not as big. Is it good? Is it good this way? It's better? Okay, great. So, we are back to part 5 of our this weird journey that I decided to take, which is just picking one death battle matchup for every Pokemon that exists, and today we're attacking... Today I'm scared. I'm scared, because today it's Gen 5. And, well, you know what they decided to do with Gen 5? They decided to do, hey, let's redo every single first gen Pokemon. Let's remake the entire first gen. So now we just have the biggest generation in the entire franchise. So there's like 150 and more Pokemon. It's wild. And Endeavor is a perfect matchup for Emboar. Oh, because of the Firebeard. Okay, I get it. You know what? You get one. I didn't even start it, you know. It's perfect. My Hero Academia. Okay. Well, I wanted to just go take some time and explain the guidelines, but you know them by now. So let's just dive in. Like some people. Oh, Cosmic Cat is prepared for this. Let's go. This was my first Pokemon Gen I ever played. That's actually a solid. That's actually a solid generation to start Pokemon, because like it has a. I think it's the one with like the most interesting story, I would say. Like, solid. I don't know who would have the best storytelling of all the generations. But anyway, let's just do what I do and just look from top to bottom. Let's start with Victini, because it's not every day you get to... Not every day we're gonna start by searching something else than the starters. So, Victini... What do we have? There seems to be a couple of them, but not... I need to take only this tab. Versus... Ooh, Niche? From Greek mythology? Who the fuck is Niche? Is this like a god of victory or something? Okay, no. Let me let me search what let me look up what Victini's actually about. Because I'm not the biggest Victini fan, nor the biggest specialist of it. So I need to see a little bit of what it's about. Victini is said to bring victory to the trainer that befriends it. It produces an infinite amount of energy within itself and can share it with others by touch. It can also become invisible, as shown in white Victini and Zekrom, and black Victini and Reshiram. It can send visions to people and has been shown to enjoy eating macaron. Fuck you. That's not an ability. Although sometimes it shows on them, but it's the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Searing Shot. What is Searing Shot? It's also the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move V creates by leveling up. Searing Shot deals damage and has a 30% chance to kill the target. Okay, so it's just a big fire attack, like big deal. Big fucking deal. Excuse me, total power. Hello. I already did the Gen 4. Yes, I did actually. It was a while ago. I think it was before. It was the day before Ant-Man vs. Adam. Samurats versus Kevin Barron? Okay, so we have a Pokemon who is like infinite level, and who is like brings victory. So you know what? What is Greek mythology? Greek. I guess it's the inspiration for Victini? Yeah, Gen 5 is based on America, so there's gonna be a lot of like American matchup. I don't know. Can't think of any good ones for Meloetta. I mean, fair. It's kind of a complex. Or like it's kind of a vague Pokemon to search for. Oh, I didn't loop the music. What is wrong? For that, I shall replay Fireborn because it's a dope fucking song. Goddess of Victory personifies victory in any field. Blah 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 blah. You know, I don't really want to compare Victini to straight up like a god of like actual mythology. But for now, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna enter it, but I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. Who's this Kevin Barron? Power Ranger Kevin Barron. Is this a Blue Ranger? Let me see. Fireborn is a certified banger. No one can tell me otherwise. Well, no one is going to tell you otherwise. It's okay. It's a blue. Okay, it's a blue samurai. Makes sense. Does he have like water power? Does he have water powers? Because I know like Power Rangers have like elemental powers of some sorts. Come on. I'm definitely interested in the idea. That actually, how can I fucking call it? I thought Victinies were based on some sort of Japanese apple thing. I don't know. I could not provide it more. I'll be honest, I'm stuck for this one. Well, glad you are. Glad you are. What did I want to do? Yes. Blue Samurai Ranger Kevin. That's a long ass title, but I kind of want to do like the same thing as they did, the same thing they did with Leonardo versus Red Ranger Jason, basically. But it's a bit awkward. There's Riptor versus Genesect? Resurrected prehistoric creatures genetically altered and enhanced with cybernetics created by evil organizations for combat applications. I mean, I get the connections, it's just... it sounds boring. It sounds a little boring. Just, like, I just don't see it necessarily for, like, for both Riptor and Genesect. I feel like there's a little more you could do, there's something more solid you could find for Riptor and Genesect. Okay. Okay, we found Embor and Samurott. What about Superior? Let me just look what he has. Yeah, he controls the element of water. You know that I actually like this idea now. I really like the idea that they're just blue samurai, water samurai. It's actually pretty funny. Death Battle, Superior, or whatever. There's Master Viper. Only problem I have with this is like, is like the size, and like Master Viper. Well, she does kick ass, but like it's not. It's hard to explain. Some things at face value, you can't just make a matchup because it's Snake. I feel like those are very different way of snaking. It's mostly the size that I'm like. Master Viper is very small when the Superior is like it's a very big snake. So Malfoy versus Superior. Is that the Harry Potter guy? I feel like he's got, yeah. I feel like he's got 100 times better matchup. He's being compared to a lot of his matchups is just like the shithead. he's being compared to other characters you would just say like, oh, he's a shithead. What would be a funny snake person? Going with the snake. I was going with the snake theme and how Ash's Unova Pokemon used the Superior. Yeah, I think he used. Wait, no, Ash used an Embor. Okay, yeah, Unova Rival. I meant. Okay. Gotcha. What's this? Okay, it's this Gen 5 starter battle royale, which I've already talked about. I've already covered my opinion about Pokemon battle royales Uh, I'm gonna leave it blank for now because I'm not entirely convinced, and we also need to move on a bit. Let's go with Watchhog. Let's go with Watchhog. I'm sure a lot of people want to watch fucking Watchhog. Watchhog. I'm sure I'm gonna be misread as Watchdog because it's the only because that would be a franchise like people would actually care about. He's not even. It's not even in this fucking. I see buff-ass furry Watchhog before I find a suitable matchup. There's Zero's Nuzlocke comic. This is actually a super. This is actually a great webcomic. It's a webcomic about a Nuzlocke of white and black and whites, and it's translated as like a story into a story, and it's actually like it's really charming, it's really cute, and the character and the Pokemon have a. I love how the Pokemons are drawn in this comic. Sock and Fro versus Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. Yeah, that sounds like a Pokemon fight. That sounds like a Sock and Fro. I'm not into Sesame Street a lot, but that, you know, like Pokemon and Sesame Street. I don't know. You can make comparisons. I think a little bit. I think I'm not gonna find anything. Let's go Stoutland. I'm sure a lot of people would make matchup about a Pokemon that's just a dog. As much as I like as much as I like Stoutland and this beautiful episode during Gen 7, yes. He's not really. Yeah, it's not the most impacting Pokemon. It's a dog. Liepard is the same. Liepard is kind of like the same. It's a cat. Stoutland versus Bolt. You know, that would have been a. I think that would have actually. That would have been a. Bolt would have made a better matchup for Main Trick. You know, from Gen 3. I kind of want to go back at this. Huh. No, this is Gen 5 right now. Cause like, if you mean if we were to take like Bolts in Death Battle, do we take the superhero Bolts or the fucking the actual Bolts, who's just a dog, who's just a dog actor, you know what I mean? What about that cat hero from Miraculous, maybe? Cat Noir, I think it's his name. I think there's more appropriate, even within like Pokemon. I just haven't found it yet. Cause like, Cat Noir is, from what I understood, Cat Noir is like fucking insane, or like at least his powers. They come from a pretty insane shit. Yeah, it's Disney Bolts. Am I an idiot? Am I thinking about the same Bolts? Yeah, it's this Bolts. Yeah. We're talking about just putting a normal dog in Death Battle is just asking for problems. It feels. I mean, they did it before. They put a dog against a goddamn bear. Didn't turn out well. Shit. But I feel like even within for like a Pokemon, Bolt would have been interesting for like Maybe main trick? Or maybe Jolteon. Yeah, I saw Thunderous versus Ryu Komori from Miraculous. Just two living creatures that create thunderstorms. I'll see when I get to him. I'll see when I get to him. Maybe Bolt within the shit. Maybe Bolt within the context of the TV show, of the movie based around. Yeah, that's what I also think. But I think fictional Bolt would fucking stop. He would fucking stop Stoutland. You know, because we spend so much time on it, I'm gonna say it's Stoutland versus Bolt. Let's go with Liepard. Oh my god, there's Simisage, Simiscared, and Simipour. You know what? Kill yourself together. Do not want to cover these characters. Musharna. Musharna is a Pokemon that I like a lot. It was one of my main during which is the one that I played. I think it was White. I think I took White. Yeah, it's the Zekrom one because they flipped the legendaries and colors. What matchup can you make with Musharna? Hypno? Yeah, but it's the same. No! Wasn't there, Yes, I know exactly what could fight Musharna. Isn't there, there was a Them's Fighting Herd. Them's Fighting Herd, there's a new character who is literally a dream, who's literally like a dream tapir? I think that's the name. Let me check that. Google Translate. Yeah, it's the same name. Okay, it's a tapir. It's the same name in English as in French. There's a tapir. There's some kind of like snoozing dream tapir that's gonna come out. Where is she? Where is she? What's her name? Ah, oh, god damn it! I saw. It was in Them's Fighting Herd. That would be perfect. No, it's Main 6, the company. The company is Main 6, I think. No, not even? Oh, come on. Or is it Main 6? It's with an actual 6. There's an actual, yeah, there's a third DLC character that is like a dream tapir. What's her name? What's her name? Yeah, where's this chick? That sounds fucking perfect. Nidra, there you go. Musharna versus Nidra. That sounds like an actual death battle. That sounds like an actual death battle that could be really fun. I kinda want to do a thumbnail about it. Like, do a thumbnail, and I'm gonna try and promote this. I'm gonna try and Dream the YouTuber. No, I think it's gonna be good. I just need to look at her abilities a little bit. Yeah, she's got like some weird mist that she uses for fighting. Oh, she doesn't do much. Fuck. But you know, potential Pokemon, potential very big Pokemon, very big death battle matchups we have there. We need to keep an eye on that. I do need to keep an eye on that because I think it can be very fun. Okay, there's a couple ideas. Ryukomoro has a gigantic size because she's made of clouds. Been wondering, what is my way of scaling Pokemon? As I know, almost everyone scales them differently. You have to make, like... It's a matter of lore. Like, you can't compare... You shouldn't compare, like, Pokemon to legendary Pokemons. Or, Pokemons that are... that seem to be clearly above. Like, you're not gonna scale a small... you're not gonna scale a Bulbasaur to a Venusaur. And, to me, it's all a matter of, like, lore and what we saw of these Pokemon. If it's like a Lucario, when it's a pretty unique and very popular-ish, there's a chance that it can keep up with. There's a chance that it's kind of like, that it can be a little like above average Pokemon, above some Pokemon that they've taken on. Shit. It really depends on what they faced. It's only depend. It only depends on what we've observed from them. Like I'm not gonna go around and compare a Caterpie to like to Machamp because they're on the same competitive like they're on the same game, so they have to scale things. Given how the lore of many legendaries depict them as earth-shattering titans, even beyond, then you can one-shot a magic card. Even beyond, like there are Palkia and Dialga, they're literally the gods of space and time, respectively. There's Rayquaza, who Rayquaza actually beat the shit out of Palkia. I think he beat the shit out of Palkia, and like they scaled to some pretty high fucking game. So you have to be careful. I actually bought chips for this. I actually bought crisps or whatever you call them. Let's focus on the Unfezants. I'm sure Unfezants, super popular Pokemon. I'm sure everyone loves them. It's you missed it. You missed it. It's the best. It's the best fucking Pokemon in the game. It's when it's just a bird. It's when it's just a bird. We love those. We love the Pokemon that. We love the Death Battle matchup where it's just a fucking bird. Drillman versus Excadrill. I've seen that matchup hang around. Zepstrike. Let me just. Sorry, I'm just going from above to, from top to bottom. So if you request a matchup with a character and I don't go over it immediately, I apologize. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. But I do take them into consideration. So don't delete them. I might look into you for for references. Zepstrike. What can you make with Zepstrike? Wasn't there someone who? No. Pigeon Pete from TMNT. Wait, you might be onto something. I mean, I don't want to put it against Pidove, because it's just a pigeon versus a superhuman pigeon. But Unpheasant, Unpheasant comes out of the idea of being a pigeon. Let's just put it. Let's just put it. Pigeon Pete. Because it's funny. Because pigeon. Let's do that. Zep Striker. Fun. Thunder Unicorn. I bet it's what, Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah. Let's just put it. Zip Striker versus Thunder Unicorn. From Yu-Gi. Oh. There you go, we got one. Meloita versus Adagio Dazzle from Equestria Girl, okay. Kirin is an Elder Dragon introduced in Monster Hunter, so Kirin versus F Striker. Didn't I brought Kirin in another Didn't I brought Kirin in another, in another one of those, in a previous one? Give me a second. I feel like we've touched upon Kirin because we've talked about horses. Where is it? Tops. There we go. That's a couple of matchups. Pokemon. I feel like we've covered Kirin. There, maybe all the way back to Gen 1? Was this the Rapidash? No, it wasn't the Rapidash. I'm gonna go the Monster Hunt. I'm gonna prefer the Monster Hunter matchup. I'm gonna prefer that. Kirin from Monster Hunter. Want to look at what they look like. Monster Hunter Kirin. Yeah, it's this thing. I feel like we've covered it. I feel like I've looked at this thing, or maybe it was requested for like another horse, but then I looked it up and I was like, nah. I prefer something else. Alright. Gigalith! Gigalith, another favorite Pokemon of mine from this gen. Because it's a big rock thing. It's a big rock buggy thing. Are we going in Pokedex order or can we just say any matchup? You can, okay, first of all, hi Boxy Boxmaster and Potted Plant. Sorry, I didn't, and hi, Pixelator, didn't see you, or I didn't say hi. You can throw all the matchups you want, it's just me who likes to go, like, in Pokédex order, to just, like, okay, let's talk about this one, okay, now this one, it's more my autism, who wants to really make sure we touch up on every Pokemon. Gigalith, unfortunately, I don't think there's gonna be any interesting matchup aside from like, you can suggest, or I guess you could make a matchup about like a rock and crystal monster. That's would be the theme for this matchup, I guess. Swoobat. Let's move to Swoobats. Nothing. Nothing. I am, or maybe Woobats? I don't think so, but it's always good to look at the small ones, but I don't think it's gonna be. There was an interesting Excadrill. I think it was Drillman from Mega Man. Where is it? Drillman. There you go. It was by shit, I forgot. By Akira. There you go. Drillman versus Excadrill. Mega Man. Let me just see what he looks like to really get the matchup. Oh yeah. Wasn't he? Yeah, he was in the cartoon actually. That could work. That could definitely work. Don't know for sure, but I feel like Escavalier versus a Bug Fables character. Bug Fables? I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. Bug Fables? What the fuck is that? Ah, because they're Bug Knights. Well, there seems to be a huge problem with like the size comparison, but I get you. I get you. I kind of get you. I get it. Is there a matchup for Audino? I feel like any interesting opponent you can find for Audino, you can give it to you can give it to fucking shit, what's his name? Oh no, I forgot its name. Come on, it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. You can give it to Blissey and Chansey. There you go. Cause like they are like the healer Pokemon. They are the most iconic healer Pokemon. So I feel like any matchup you can find for Audino, who's also like a healer Pokemon, but it's less popular about it, you can just give it to. You just give it to fucking Chansey, and like you'll have a bigger audience. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Pokemon are just like overshadowed by their own creations, so it's kind of hard sometimes. Now we got no, it's Conkeldurr. Not Conquered Dole. Not Conquered Dole. I'm asking for Conkeldurr, not fucking Machamp. Oh, there was a G1 prediction? I don't know why I'm surprised about this, but I would actually. Oh my god. Oh my god. Goro had a gun this whole time. Goro had a gun this whole time, and Death Battle lied. Death Battle lied to us about it? You know, I'm saving this. I'm actually saving this. Goro has a gun. Goro 8, he has a gun. Jesus Christ. Where was this in the Death Battle? Where was this in the Death Battle, huh? When did they lie to? How many lies did they tell us? What propaganda did they refuse to or what propaganda did they spread across the fucking? I don't even know how to make a joke. Let's move on. I feel like there's a very easy matchup you can do with Conkeldor. Who's that fucking guy from the Switch sport game? I think it's Drago or some shit like that. First try. To be clear, we're looking for a matchup for King Gambit, not Bisharp. It's both. It can be both. If you have a matchup that could fit Bisharp, you can take Bisharp, but you can also find a matchup for King Gambit. It's gonna be both. I feel like, I don't know, the whole guys the whole like monster dude that like lifts, that fight that just like lifts huge like pillars and shit. Well, there's the size difference. Plus, like, I think Drago is a bit more of a big deal, so it might not be that interesting. Repost versus a Bisharp. Why not? Seismitoad. I feel like any it's the same thing. Actually, what is this? Chunktoad? Koromon. Koromon. That sounds like a Chunktoad. That's a Pokemon ripoff if I've ever heard of one. Oh, that's telling us the Jesus God. That's a Pokemon knockoff if I've ever saw one. That's a shameless ripoff if I ever saw one. You know what? Sold. Seismitoad versus Chunktoad. But only because I really like Seismitoad. He reminds me a lot of fucking Swampert. God damn it. I can't even remember the name of my favorite Pokemon. It's Koromon was actually real fun. Really? I don't know anything about it, so. Well, at least there's an audience, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to say, like, any good matchup you could find for Seismitoad, I feel like it would be better. You can find them for Swampert too. But you know, he's actually got a solid thing apparently. So let's move on. Let's move on. What's next? Ah, Throw and Sock. Wasn't there a Throw and Sock that people suggested? There was someone who suggested a Throw and Sock matchup against like Sesame Street character. Where is it? Sock and Throw versus Bert and Ernie. I just want to see what they. Sesame Street, Bert, Ernie. Oh, those. Wait, those guys? But why? Sorry it took me so long to watch to look up the matchup, but I mean they're two dudes. There's kids and long running. It's a joke. Saw him Pro look like Sesame Street's character. I mean, I get it, but you know, I want a little bit of spice. You know, I want to give every Pokemon a chance. Well, you know, there you fucking go. There you fucking go. There's the matchup. I don't like to do it like when it's a Pokemon versus another Pokemon, because it sounds too easy. But I guess there's no one like each other, so you know, you should kill yourself. You should kill Super. You should kill each other. Leavani is actually versus Boom Boom. I mean, they do look kind of similar. I mean, not really, but I don't think Leavani's gonna have a matchup. Alright, you know what? It's the first Skylander character, so I'm gonna of this generation, and we've had a couple matchups already, so let's just allow us one. Let's just allow us one Skylanders. Plus, like, we've had fucking Koromon and Monster Hunter already. And, like, Mega Man Robot Master. Oh, Scolipede. Scolipede. It's a big fucking centipede. It's not gonna go very far when it comes to matchup. I can already tell. Anyway. Let's just move on to this one, unless you have a better idea. It's Gogeta versus Vegito if it was epic. That's mean. Whimsy Cuts. How do you make a matchup about Cutting? How do you make a death battle? Whimsy Cuts. How do you make a matchup about Cutting? Psycho Mantis? Wait. Oh, Scolipede versus Psycho Mantis? Psycho Mantis? No, yeah. I'm not gonna allow because as a reason. I don't want that in my. I don't want that in my stream, not on my watch. I love that I typed Death Battle Lilligant and it shows me Lilligant fucking dying before any Death Battle, like before anything actually Death Battle. Oh my god, it's really telling. Oh yeah, there's a regional form too. Oh, I don't think it's gonna matter too much, but yeah, let's just let's just skip to the best Pokemon. It's got the best thing in the world, Basculin. Hey, Basculin and Death Battle, pretty based. In fact, it's so based. It's proposing a Death Battle with fucking Five Nights at Freddy before fucking Basculin, because they know how fucking garbage this is. Anyway, let's move in. Let's move on. Let's move on to Crocodile. Yay! Crocodile. Good old Crocodile. I love this guy. I love this little guy. He's a funny guy. Greed versus Bluefin Basculin versus Leatherhead. That's really cool, but there's also the idea of like Leatherhead versus when did Nemesis Broderick have a Reddit? I mean, he always sounded like a Redditor to me, so I'm not gonna argue too much. Aiden Frederick, hello, hey. Heard you putting Oshawott in Death Battle, and could you put Mew Ichigo from Tokyo Mew? Wait. I mean, I'm putting, yes, I did find them. I found a matchup for the Oshawott line for Samurats, and we found Samurats versus the blue the blue Samurai Ranger. Kevin, I don't remember his last name. So you know, there's a matchup for Oshawott. It's kind of cool. Crocodile from One Piece. Come on. Have more tact. No, I actually like Crocodile. I actually like Crocodile versus Leatherhead. I don't know. It just sounds like it's like crocodiles, but they're also ruffians. Or maybe. Because I did the whole ruffians like this. Oshawott versus Mew Ichigo? Who the fuck is Mew Ichigo? That... I do not see how this is fighting Oshawott. I do not see how this is... I do not see how this is related to anything. First of the Mews. I do not see how this relates to anything with Oshawott. No, I'm gonna prefer my my Samurats versus Power Samurai Ranger. I'm sorry, but yeah, I was thinking about Crocodile versus Leatherhead. I don't know. I kind of prefer. I would prefer Crocodile versus Killer Croc, because I did the whole like ew ruffians, but like Killer Croc would be more of a. It would be more this kind of ruffian, you know, ruffian crocodile. No, let's just keep it to Leatherhead. I've seen Kuwagamon. I guess that's a Digimon again. Digimon Kuwagamon. Let me judge by face value. Oh, it's this shit. Oh. You know, I would actually kind of want this. I would actually want Kuwagamon on Death Battle, not against Scolipede. Bro, this would have worked so much against Sizor. This would have worked. Sizor versus Kuwagamon. Like, there's some audience you can make with that. A little bit. Like the cool red bugs. Oh. Ah. I'm gonna put it in my Gen 2 list. Did I found anything about Sizor? No, it's not in Gen 2 because it's the evolution of Sizor. Or I forgot. Where the fuck is he? Where's my? Where is he? I wanna. Where is Sizor? Wait, Sizor? Wait, where did I put? Where did I? Oh. Come on, show yourself. Sir. I'm fucking blind. Am I fucking blind? Or did I not put did I not put Sizor like at all? Hydreigon versus the Wyvern from Minecraft. Got nothing else for Hydreigon. That's fair. Wait, did I not put Sizor? Because normally I put them yeah, Cypher. Wait. Cypher, it's number 123. I should have, because he's the first gen, and he evolves into like two other things. So he should take some fucking space. Cypher. Where is he? Fuck did I put? It's between Mr. Mime. Okay, let's search for Mr. Mime. I actually didn't put him. Wow. Wow. Wow! I fucked it up bad. I fucked it up badly. I forgot Cypher. We never covered Cypher because of it. Oh. Well, let's do it right now. Sizor and there's a Cleavor. And fuck you all because I want to see. I want to see that big scary bug monster. Shame, indeed. Indeed, I have nothing. I have nothing to say for myself. Best bug Pokemon? I wouldn't agree on that, but it is a very cool. Could also say Hydreigon versus King Ghidorah, but I don't hate Hydreigon. You want it. You want it. Dead. Kuwagamon. Kuwagamon. That actually sounds cool. Like yeah, it actually sounds like a dope Pokemon. I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck I did not put it there. Where were we? Darmanitan. Do people even care about this fucking guy? Okay, that's funny. That's kind of funny, but eh. Because it's fire and ice, you know, it's the... You know, just because it's a regional variant and we don't see a lot of a regional variant themed Pokemon matchup, I'm gonna give it, even though it's stupid. Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia. Why not? And let's talk about the most iconic, because of how uniconic it is, Pokemon. Maractus. Best fire type in Unova? Bro, there's literally Emboar. Emboar is literally right there. It's not even... I zoom out, you know, there's like... Even Death Battle doesn't know who the fuck Maractus is, and proposes like Cacturn. So I think I'm just gonna move on. Crustle. Wow. It's the bug that the big rock versus Damio Hermitor from Monster Hunter, because it's the bug with a big thing on its back. Hermit crab-like creature. This is like the bottom of the barrel. I don't want to... Scrafty. I feel like Scrafty can have a funny matchup. Oh, look at this fucker. Oh, it's a yokai though. I don't think yokai would really work. Ref. Additional connection. Humanoid creatures from creature collecting games based on gangster and delinquents. It's funny. Both are from, well, blah blah, scripted the hoodlum Pokemon, gangsters, yeah, whatever. They look like they fit, don't get me wrong, like this looks perfect. My only problem is because Yokai Watch stomped by the core fact that they can't be seen. From what I understand, like Yokai Watch cannot be naturally seen, so it's kind of hard to want them in a. It's kind of hard to put them in like an interesting death battle when they can't really interact with each other. From what I, well, the Yokai could interact with the Scrafty, but not necessarily the other side. The other, you know what I mean. Sigilif. Oh yeah, it's this Pokemon. Oh yeah. I don't even know what it. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. How can I find a matchup when I don't even know what this shit is? Yokai unironically work better against personas than Pokemon. Yeah, fair. Makes sense. Put Bulbasaur fight Oshawott? Why? Why? Is literally they have nothing to do with each other. Pumpkinhead versus Big Daddy. Are we talking about the same franchise? I don't remember a Pokemon called Pumpkinhead. It's based on Nazca lines? I cannot follow. Sigilif is okay. Sigilif is based on Nazca lines. Okay. I'm having a hard time. Kafa Grigus. There's no matchup for this thing. Sorry, I ate the snack on this thing because it's gonna melt otherwise. There's a couple ideas here and there. A mistake of mine is that I didn't include our good friend Runerigus. So let's fix this right now. There you go. Kafigrigus or Runerigus? Brendan Fraser's The Mummy. I mean, what's a mummy who's like, but like is trapped within the sarcophagus? Plus, I feel like the mummy would be so interesting in Death Battle, like on its own. King Tut? Why does that remind me of something? Oh, yeah, it's just the thing. I was thinking of a more like fictional character that is like that. A fictional pharaoh or mummy that is like that. I'm gonna think about it, but I'm gonna move on to Caracosta. Well, I think we've already talked about how fossils should be like, how like the Pokemon Fossil Battle Royale could be funny. So, and it's a, it's a good way. The Mummy versus Ermac is actually. I mean, is Ermac a mummy? Cause like I know he has mummy-inspired clothes in MKX or even MK9, but I don't know if it's like its core character of being a mummy. Kind of. I mean, it's definitely an idea to explore the concept of Ermac being A mummy? I didn't really explore it that way. Excuse me, I had to finish this. I'm washing that away. There we go. Also, Aiden, I've already seen the matchup you're suggesting. You don't need to spam them in the chat. I've already looked. Mew Mew Ichigo. I decided there's no, like, I don't see any connection with Oshawott, so I'm keeping it. I'm already keeping the Samurats versus Samurai Ranger. Okay. And Pumpkinhead versus Big Daddy. Like, there's no Pokemon named like that. There's no Pokemon named like that. So I would appreciate if you could avoid like spamming dumbass things. Stop saying dumbass things. You're not making any sense. And like you have the chat like suggesting Oshawott versus Mew Ichigo versus Pumpkinhead versus Big Daddy. Alright, Garbodor. I know. A Garbodor. Wait, is that, yeah. Garbodor versus Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's, because they're both absolute trash. There you go. I'm not gonna make myself some friends. I think it's maybe a joke on Oshawott being easily love-struck in the anime. Even with that, I think, like... Even with that, you can make something more iconic, like... just take fucking Brock. I think, like, if we're talking about, like, a Pokemon character that's, like, really easily love-struck, like, just take Brock. Like, plus, like, he seems like he would make more interesting matchups, even though I'm not necessarily, like, I'm not personally a big fan of, trainers, like, putting entire trainers into a death battle. But, you know, there's that. Oh, now we're on to Zoroark. Zoroark is, now that's a Pokemon that I would really want to see, like, I would really want to see in Death Battle. I feel like they could be really interesting. Against Infinite, it's a good idea. Infinite is actually kind of a cool idea. SCP-953. Oh my god, is this... I don't like SCPs, but let's go. Let's at least... Let's give it a bit of curiosity. Oh, it's a Fox Girl. I think I've seen it somewhere. Look, it's a Keter, a Keter level SCP. No, oh shit, it's in French. Isn't there the okay, let's just explore a random wiki. Also, the polymorphic humanoid. Antagonist of notable Red Fox, who's also revealed to be a Korean. Chemo is able to change forms and has the habit of devouring human livers while having a penchant for torturing and brutally murdering. Blah 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 blah. I think it's a bit too. It's a bit too edgy wannabe. No offense. I just don't like horror and SCP characters, like in general. So, I actually like the infinite idea. I think it fits a little better. And it's more like they're more. How do I say this? They're kind of like on the same level of PG, if you know what I mean. They're both like. They're on the same PG level, so I think it's a bit better to have Zoroark versus Infinite. I prefer it personally. Merkava from Under Night in Birth. I don't know who that is. I actually don't know who that is. I was looking at this guy and I was like, I don't know him, so I don't know if I should look at it. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a... The guy who's writing this, like, he's writing this like it's Wiz and Boomstick. Like, trying to find a matchup. What? You've never wanted to see a Pokemon rip into a human like a rabbit animal? Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, no. Gothitelle versus Mob. Two psychic characters that wear black and have hair. Have hair is now a connection now. God damn it! It's Mewtwo. You know, with connections like that, Mewtwo versus Frieza is gonna happen. If you keep going with this, we're gonna have problems when it comes to matchups. Let me just remove this. There we go. No, I think Gothitelle. Let me just look at this one real quick. Mincino. How about Mincino? Yeah, great. We went to fetish content right before getting to that battle. Gothitelle, I think it could be relatively easy to find a matchup about Gothitelle. You just find oh, why do we all compare it to Gardevoir? I feel like they have a clear theme. You just find a Gothita girl. You just find a goth girl. You just find a Gothica. You got something for the Gumshoes line? let's see. That's not what I wanted to. Oh, we'll see that in Gen. Okay, this guy. We'll see that in Gen 7. So. Be right back. Off to fight 4. He also has hair, so it's going to be close. Fubuki versus Gothitelle? I don't know. I know Fubuki's already Fubuki's already compared to Gardevoir a lot, and I feel like it's really interchangeable. But like, why not? I don't know a lot of Gothica anime girl characters, so I guess Fubuki could work, but it's not the. I don't think it's the best even for Fubuki. One Punch Man. I'm gonna put a question mark on this. Reuniclus. Reuniclus. I never know how to pronounce this fucking thing. Reuniclus has nothing instead of just a guy who made a battle royale between his favorite Pokemon. That's not gonna help me. It's just a molecule. Tails versus Cooler Diamond? Huh? I think you're missing the point of this show. You're missing the point of this stream, Aiden. I need to explain to you. We're trying to find a Death Battle matchup per Pokemon that would work for Pokemon for each Pokemon of the series, the Pokemon series. I'm not taking matchups about any franchise versus any franchise. This is a stream entirely focused on Pokemon matchups, specifically the Pokemon themselves, because I don't know about the trainers. But that's the concept. Yang writes, hello. Dang, I can't read. Gen 5 does have the Patrat line as the second stage normal type Pokemon. Yes. Yes. Why are you asking this? Okay. You saying Patrats, I don't know why, it made me think of Dog Patrol, of Paw Patrol, because Patrat, Patrol, Patrol. And now I'm thinking, is there a Paw Patrol that could work against Stoutland? It would be really fun to have Paw Patrol in that battle. I know nothing about Paw Patrol. Is there any dad in the chat? Is there any parent in the chat who can tell it? Who can tell me? if there's an interesting character in fucking Paw Patrol. Besides Ash vs Yugi, that's a trainer match that needs to happen. Yeah, Ash vs Yugi, like it's getting more and more traction. I feel like if it doesn't happen this season, it has to be in the ballot for next year. You know, it has to. If they make another ballot banter of like, yeah, you can vote for a matchup, and you know, there's gotta be Ash versus Yugi. There's gotta be someone who submitted Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto. But we'll see. Plus, I grew up with both series. It's in my top 3. It's fair opinion. I always found it weird because I don't know jack shit about Yu-Gi-Oh, so I was always very very baseline when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just like, oh, they play card, like, oh, it's just a card and it summons a monster, and it seems like it's staged, but then there are I know there are animes that play. I know now that there are actual like spirit, that the cards actually summon like actual spirits that they can unleash whenever. Like, I had very like surface level knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh. I still have very surface level knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh. So when it happens, it's gonna feel weird. I feel like I'm gonna learn a shit ton of shit about a shit ton of weird ass shit about Yu-Gi-Oh. Chase from Paw Patrol blew up a meteor. Great. That's the power level we need to be working with. You know what? I'm gonna give it Chase from Paw Patrol. I feel like Paw Patrol needs to be in Death Battle. I don't know why. I don't know jack shit about I don't know jack shit about Paw Patrol, but that just sounds like the fun thing. That just sounds like the fun thing to do. Vanillux versus Vanilla Ice Cream Cookie from Cookie Run? What the fuck are you talking? What the fuck is this? You know, it's just as random as Vanillux, so I might just... Ah. Okay, I was not expecting this design. Is it she? Kingdom OC's wiki. Ooh. Wait. Oh, okay, no, it's an actual game. Okay. Story. There's a story segment. There's an actual story segment. I know. I can't seem to click it. I can't seem to click it. Fuck. Oh well, you know. I'm gonna give it. Where's Vanillux? He's right there. Vanillux. Versus Vanilla Ice Cream Cookie from Cookie Run. That is dumb as fuck, but you know, so is Vanillux, so I'm not gonna argue. Did I Swanna? I mean, Swan one. That's right. Digimon, they have the worst fucking names sometimes. It is kind of aggravating sometimes. Sorry. For unrelated, but I was thinking Chase versus Bolt at one point. Then I heard the meteor feats and realized Bolt was screwed. I mean, doesn't the movie version of Bolt, doesn't he like wipe out like a city or something, or he wipes out like an entire zone like full of tank, he fucking like flips out tank. He flips out tanks or something. Must head off, mate. Was fun coming up with matches. Yeah, it was fun having you. It was fun having you. Oh, shit. I mean, that, like, I don't know. Like, it's been a shit ton it's been a shit ton of time that I haven't watched Bolt, so. In reference to the pet threat, I was talking about the battle royale with other two-stage normal type Pokemon, Eradicate, Bibarel, and Gumshoes. AKA why I said I couldn't read it. Oh, I think it's too easy to find matchups to do matchups of Pokemons between each other. You know what I mean? It's like I don't like doing that because it's kind of too easy. Like there's a shit ton of I've kind of come to notice that there's a shit ton of Pokemon who work when paired against each other. So it's a bit too easy to put Pokemon against other Pokemons. It's I don't know, it's not really exceptional. But the Patrat is it's the phase 1. The phase 2, the stage 2 is Watchog. Alright, Swazbuck. Swazbuck, I don't even... Is that the... Yeah, it's this fucking Pokemon. It's a deer. It's a deer. It's a moose. What you want me to do? A Molga, same shit. You know, I know I just said I don't like Pokemon being paired against each other. But this is becoming a reoccurring problem when it's the Pika clone. Should we do a Pika clone battle royale? Yeah, versus Keldeo versus Tempest Shadow. Don't worry, Cosmic Cat. I'll get there. I'm sorry. Should we do a Pika clone battle royale? Because I feel like this has a tiny bit more significance. It's not too specific. Even though it is specific a little bit. Escavalier, I saw someone suggest what was it? Bug Fables or something? Escavalier versus so I'm not even gonna look it up, I'm just gonna say someone from Bug Fables. Because I need to look this up a little more. Okay, Fungus and Among Us. I don't have any idea for a matchup. Sorry for sending it over and over. No, but it's true that I haven't. I didn't make it clear, or I've said it, but sometimes people they come in and out, so sometimes they miss the point. I just like to do it from top to bottom, and I do take the suggestions into account, but we'll cover them when we get to them. I don't really have an idea for Among Us. If only there was at least a funny joke I could do, but it's a really tough decisions I have to. It's a tough choice. Jellicent, let's move on. Jellicent. It's a King Babam because he looks like the Pringles man. Alomomola. It's just a fish that looks like a heart. Do we really want to? Galvantula actually could have a fun concept. I feel. Actually, not really. Is there a matchup for Joltik? Because Joltik is the cutest thing alive. Not much. Not gonna lie, there's not a whole bunch. Fucking Ferrothorn. What are you... What? Racist Zoro versus homophobic Ferrothorn? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What even is that? I don't get the joke. I don't get the joke. Like, not at all. Up, bring that up. Who wants a fucking matchup with Kling Klang? I feel like Kling Klang is gonna be... Kling Klang is going to be... Wow! Oh my god, of course there's a Digimon. Of course there's a Digimon about it. Oh my god. Of course there's one. You know what? Just because it's a Kling Klang matchup, I'm gonna put this one, but holy shit is it bad. Greninja versus Charizard. So, you're hitting some spots, you know, you're doing it right, Aiden. I appreciate the intention. Unfortunately, this stream specifically is about Gen 5. We've done Gen 1 and Gen 6 is gonna be later, I don't know when. So, you're going somewhere, and plus like I avoid, like I said, I avoid Pokemon going against each other. So, you know, if you have a thing about Golurk, for example, just kidding, I already have a matchup for Golurk, I'll talk about it. But it's okay, you're improving. You're improving. You're better. You're getting better. Voltio Biblios. It's just a random Mega Man boss. Doesn't sound like... Sorry. Excuse me. Bihiem. It's just Martian. It's just the Martian. Gen 6 is next, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing this in order. Like, there's no... I'm not, I'm not bullshitting it. What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? No. Oh, please. What did I do? What did you do? Okay. Okay, we're fine. We are fine. Shit, Kling Klang. What was the name of Pokemon? I hope I saved it. No! Kling Klang, please. Show up. Agurumon. There we go. Hagurumon. Hagurumon. Come on. There you go. Sorry, we had a bit of a technical difficulty. Chandelure. It's a surprisingly popular Pokemon. So I would like to find a matchup for it, but it's a fucking... It's a lantern. It's a chandelier. How do you make a matchup out of a chandelier? The guys for Marsh Attack. For Behem. A bit too. A bit too. A bit too awkward. A bit too different. A little bit too different. Sadly, I got nothing. Come on, Haxorus. Come on, Haxorus. Tell me you have something cool. Oh my god, you have jack shit. Lovely. Come on, Beartick. Beartick and Cupshoe, you can find something. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Yeah, there's this polar bear. Actually. Yeah, or Volibear also works. No, but I wanna find the. I prefer which one is it? Italus from Rivals of Ether. I prefer Italus. I see Log, so it has to be Italus. Yeah, it's Italus. Let's go with that. He's great. Beartick. Sorry. Versus Italus. Rivals of Ether. I should play. There's an RPG actually. There's an RPG that came out recently. I don't know. Dungeons of Ether. I should play it. I should buy it. Now, who wants to fight a matchup for Cryogonal? It's a literal snowflake. I know. Cryogonal versus Elon Musk, because he is real life. No, Twitter. Because he is a snowflake. There we go. Not getting political at all. Let's go with Axel Gore. Let's go with Axel Gore. Well, aside from this Cavalier. Oh my god, he's got nothing. He's got nothing, no. Did I talk about? Yeah, Bug Fables. Agumon versus Pikachu. Pikachu is a Gen 1. But Pogger idea though. Pogger idea. Very Pogger idea. Unfortunately, it's just that it's Gen 1 and we've already covered Gen 1 like a bazillion years ago. Gigan versus Haxorus? Wouldn't Gigan be like way too big though? It's again like the size radius is a bit it's a bit too much. Who wants a matchup about Stunfisk? With Dunsparce? I'm trying to think if Dunsparce would actually win. Nah, I don't think so. I think Stunfisk. I think Stunfisk would win, but I'm not a stat expert. Oh, Mian Shao. I feel like Mian Shao could have a... Oh shit. They have nothing. Oh, funny. know. I feel like Mienshao would be kind of an interesting death battle. Kind of an interesting Pokemon to have in death battle. Now let's talk about the most uninteresting dragon Pokemon ever. Look at me. It's giving me every dragon except Druddigon. I never understood the existence of this thing. Now Bisharp, I think I saw like repost from Miraculous. Miraculous. Repost. Shit. Not repost. They look kind of cool. Sword arms. Cut things, slash projections. It's not the most interesting, but I guess it's not that bad. Talk about Buffalance. I feel like Buffalance is another type of a shit. No, there's actually a guy called Buffalance. No fucking way. There's actually a Miraculous guy called Buffalance. No. Okay. I'm sad. I was thinking it was an actual guy called a Buffalon or something from Miraculous. I am sad. Rock Howard versus Lucario, that's a Gen 4. We are talking about Gen 5. I know it's complicated, but plus, like, Lucario already got Renamon, so there's another guideline. It's we don't really cover the Pokemon who already got a Death Battle. I know it's kind of maybe a Kung Fu Panda character for me and Shao. Yeah, at least I would have thought of that, but I guess there's not that much. Okay, Braviary. I know there was I remember a matchup where it was a Braviary, or like someone suggested Mighty Eagle from Angry Bird, and I was like, that would fit Braviary a little better. So I'm going with this one. Sorry, I'm hitting the microphone a shit ton. Shit ton of time. Menzibuzz. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a vulture. And again, eat more endurance. Like, this is, I can't find a matchup about this. It's kind of like the only comparison you can make is between Heatmore and Endurance, and even then it's a snub. Even then, it's a huge ass stomp. Like, I don't even know why those two exist. Now Hydreigon. I feel like Hydreigon is like. I know there was suggestions about Hydreigon had some suggestions in the chat. I know there was King Ghidorah and there was like shit. What's the name of the Never thing from Minecraft? The big Never monster with like 3. Do I think Excelgor was based on Kamen Rider? I mean, I don't know jack shit about Kamen Riders, so I don't know if it is. The Wither, there you go. I feel like the Wither kind of stops because it's like, isn't it like, isn't it like some kind of black hole thingy? It's a bit, Zekrom versus Ryukomori from Miraculous. Okay, let me check out this guy just to see what he. Ryukomori. Ryukomori. It's a big cloud lady. Oh, it's because she was both riposte. She was both riposte and the Ryukomori. Oh my god, she's been 10,000 things. Like, what the fuck? What is up with her? I guess it wouldn't be fun if it's like literally the same character. Mothra versus Volcarona. Again, there's the problem of size. Like, Mothra is like the size of. Mothra is the size of a mountain, and Volcarona is like. It's like a human sized. It's barely human sized, so like it just gets smushed. Like I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. Alright, let's just move to the. Let's move to the legendaries, and I feel like those will have like more popular ideas. Lion versus don't know why Superman. I mean, Swords of Justice Battle Royale. At the same time, it's cool. At the same time, I don't want to make too much Pokemon Battle Royale. At the same time, it's very specific. But at the same time, I don't want to lose too much time with just a. I don't want to waste time with all the with finding a matchup for each of them. This is where I start to be a little tired. This is where I'm kind of starting to get tired, I think. So it's cool that we're closing to the end. Keldeo, there was a suggestion for Keldeo. Let me get this one real quick. Because like Keldeo is like kind of like the main character of the Swords of Justice, sort of. And yeah, he's gonna be compared with a lot Kagami style is fencing, and her power is storms, like elusive as the wind, strong as the flood, and swift as lightning. I'm not. I don't think I don't have the strength to understand what you said. But I see. Yeah, that was I think that was the suggestion. That was Caldeo versus Tempest Shadow. I don't really know why, cause like, isn't Tempest Shadow like the exact fucking opposite? Is there like a connection? Does someone put? Did someone put any connections between these two? 'Cause I'm not sure I get it. Again, Aiden, this is a Pokemon related death battle stream. I'm not gonna take into consideration Rock Howard versus Kazuya Mishima or Kagome, because they're not Pokemon, or like they have nothing to do with this stream. I'm not gonna acknowledge them. I'm not gonna acknowledge Rock Howard for the billionth time. If like, again, if you're refusing to play along, this is like last fucking chance. If you don't find me a Pokemon that is Gen 5 against anybody you can think of that have like enough connections that we haven't covered, you know, I might just resolve to banning. Sorry about that. Caldeo. I feel like you would fight. You would make a funny pony matchup, but I don't know against who. I guess Shining Armor could work, but. Oh my god, he didn't name all the matches. Oh, fortunately, it's very early. Equine fighters that lost their horn and their friends in monster attacks and go through thematically appropriate journeys to restore it and their confidence in themselves and in friendship and in rainbows and in... Okay. I didn't know about this tidbit of okay, I didn't know this tidbit about Caldeo. I'm not big into Caldeo. V Scorpio, hello. Raiden versus Thunderous. No, Raiden. I keep mixing Raiden and Raiden. You know, I'm gonna put the with this this connection in mind, that can kind of work. That can kind of work. It's not the best thing in the world, in my opinion, but it could work. Raiden versus Thunderous sounds funny because it's the doesn't the I have my own. I would have my own matchup with the Weather Trio that I could request, but shit. Isn't the Weather Trio? Isn't there a guy who's like above? I know there's like It's like 2 guys below and there's 1 guy above. Ah, they're the forces of nature. There you go. Collective term to refer to the legendary Pokemon quartet of Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus, and Enamorus, also known as the Candy Quartet, Cloud Quartet, or Legendary Genie. What's the Weather Trio, though? Oshawott versus Gilcrun. We've already covered Oshawott. Oshawott already has its own matchup with Samurott. I'll give it to you, but Legendary Genies, they were originally a trio when first introduced, blah 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 blah, the reveal glass, blah 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 blah. Between incarnate and Therian form. Shit. Collectively tell folktale, Great Landorus allegedly punished. Allegedly, how Great Landorus allegedly punished 2 other legendary Pokemon, Tornadus and Thundurus, for wreaking massive destruction across the land with their ferocious gales and fierce thunderstorms. As such, the thankful inhabitants of the land saved from the danger posed by the Cyclone and Bolt Strike Pokemon. So there was a guy who was like throwing tornadoes, and the other was throwing lightning. Oh, Kyogre and Groudon and Rayquaza are the Weather Trio. Never mind. I don't know why I keep resuming them. I don't know why I keep thinking they are the Weather Trio, because, you know, sky, weather, whatever. What do they each represent? Thunder. I kind of want to give a matchup for Thundurus. I'm gonna post my personal card for this one. I mean, just Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus. I don't even want to talk about Enamorus. That's gonna be for. I mean, is Legends like? Does Legend Arceus count as a Gen? As like Gen 9? Because it was released during this generation. I don't know. Considered guardian of the fields due to helping crops grow. Okay. Entitled God of Fields due to bringing life to a region, retail soil. Okay, so he's the guy that just like does rain or whatever. Okay, so there's a guy. Okay. Tornadus is the guy who makes tornadoes. Thundurus is the guy that makes lightning storms and shit. Gen 8, yeah, sorry. Not... Yeah, it's counted with Gen 8, sorry, that's what I meant. Not Gen 9. I kind of want to give Thundurus versus Thunderan from World of Warcraft. It's, I wouldn't say it's a big World of Warcraft character, but it is a pretty iconic boss with a pretty iconic sword called Thunder Fury. And it's like it's a prince lord element. I think he's the current elemental lord. Yeah, he's the current elemental lord of air, because like there's 4 elements with 4 elemental lords, and the guy is like, he's the storm elements. It's like wind and thunder and lightning and whatever. And he's got his sword is kind of like the source of a meme, because it's a legendary sword you could obtain way back in the day, and and like people who got the sword, like, they wouldn't shut up about it. So I feel, even though like he's a big fucking dude compared to Thunderous. Plus, like, there's the name Thunderous, Thunderan. Thunderan or Alakir, because he was the original Wind Lord. Let me see how much lore he has in comparison. Yeah, Alakir seems to have a bit more. But since Thunderan is like, yeah, he's the guy with the sword, though. Yeah, but Thunderan is the guy with the sword. He's the guy with the sword, though. Yeah, let's give it to Thunderan. Let's give it to Thunderan. What was the guy? Oh, Raiden. I guess Raiden would be ironically better to fight Landorus. Because he's the god of crops and the god of you know, the protector god of the sky and everything. So you can sort of make a parallel. I know it's not the best. I know it's not really the coolest idea, but it fits a little bit. Very little, like so much. I'm even gonna put a question mark on it. But let's talk Reshiram and Kyurem, because I like these must have. They must have a not Kyurem, Zekrom. Zekrom and Reshiram must have a. There's a. Are you kidding me? There's an opponent that's literally called Electric Dragon. Dragon City. Where does he come from? Yeah, no, I'm already bored. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh, that's Yu-Gi-Oh. That already sounds boring. Zeus. Actually, Red Eyes Black Dragon. I'll humor it. It's not as cool as like the Lugia versus the Blue-Eyed Dragon. It's not as cool, but it'll do. And Reshiram. Well, Reshiram's got the blue eyes. You know, they actually work too. The Dark Dragon from American Dragon Jake Long, or Biomon from Digimon. Let me see how Biomon. That's your Reshiram matchup. Oh, you mean I guess the Digivolution. I think the Digivolution of this thing turns into like a Firebird or something. It would have fit Moltres a little more. I think it would have fit Moltres a little better. I'm gonna give it the. Blue Eyes White Dragon. I guess it worked too, plus like there's a parallel between there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Red Eyes Black Dragon. And I guess they're rivals in some way. I don't like it as much as I do with Lugia. I feel like Lugia is a bit more iconic, I would say. I don't fucking know. Let's go the Battle Kyurem. Ooh, we've got a good crystal dragon or something. Velkhana. That's what it is. Sorry, I'm starting to... why not just N versus Kaiba? I don't know the connection. I don't know the connection, so I couldn't tell you. Well, first, because I focus on the Pokemon, not necessarily the trainers. For this one, because like, if I were to do every trainer, I would also die. Does N have access to Kyurem? I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of, because I didn't get I didn't play Black and White 2, so maybe that that could escape my knowledge a little bit. Let's find a death battle about N. I do see a couple comparison to Kaiba. I'm not sure I get why. Isn't Kaiba like a huge capitalist who like abuses of the cards or something? Sons controlled by their power hungry fathers, so that they may rise to power. But thanks to the protagonist, they learn the back of themselves and fight back against their fathers, also rivals and dragons. You know? Let's just do that. That's gonna be the one trainer matchup. Since I'm already given like I'm already giving both of them like matchups against Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. Might as well have the real deal. Is there a matchup for Meloita? Come on, two Pokemon left. We should be able to do this. Musa from Winx. There's no connections, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna You know, I'm just gonna assume it's a fairy that does music. Because there's even a trailer about it. Let's go with Meloita. Meloita versus or Musa versus Meloita. Wins. Not the best of my career. So okay, Genesect. I'm sure he's gonna have a shit ton of matchup. I see this guy popping up all the time. Yeah, there's Fulgore, there's Metal Sonic, there's Riptor, there's Darth Vader, what the fuck? Megatron, I do see a couple of Riptors. I see Raiden. You know what? Just because I want to solidify the concept that Riptor has to stay as far away from Reptile as possible, I'm gonna do it. There you go. This is the Riptor matchup that should happen, and not Riptor versus Reptile, like everybody says. Well, not everybody, but like a lot of people who want Reptile in Death Battle. Oshawott versus. Okay, your obsession with Oshawott is getting a little weird. It's getting a little weird. You have the biggest generation in the whole series, and you're focusing on Oshawott, despite me literally repeating you literally repeating you that we've already covered Oshawott. You are maddening. You are maddening, Aiden. Oh my god. We did it. Well, that makes us. Let's count how many matchups we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. 35? You know, 35 matchup? But again, we did take a lot of like shortcuts with like Pokemon against Pokemons, and there we go. There's Camo versus Snivy. Okay, you're okay. This one I'm willing to bite because we don't have a Snivy. We don't have a Snivy. Who is Camo versus Snivy? Snivy. I said Snivy. Yes, we're cooking. I don't know who Camo is. If you could tell me where they come from. Is that this thing? No, that's a fake one. Those are concept art. There you go. Skylander? Okay, well. Oops. I don't see anything there, so let's go Skylander's camo. Okay, it's a lizard. But they spit fire. That's gonna be... It's a prankster thing. Prankster dragon, though? It's not exactly a snake like would be, like Snivy would be. Oh, it's a plant dragon. I don't know what's plant about it, but I guess Plant dragon was born by the roots of the tree of life, and so possesses the amazing ability to speedily cultivate fruit and vegetables that explode when they are ripe. Okay. Okay, we're... That makes me think this guy should have fought Tropius from because they're both like, you know, like reptile creature that make like plants, reptile creature that make fruits. Even though like Tropius is just like the bananas, it's just like actual bananas on its neck, but it's no, but we're cooking somewhere. Found himself at the end of this juicy fruit joke when he visited Camo's idyllic island. While out for a stroll, Eon spotted a perfect melon waiting to be picked, but as he bent over the scrumptious specimen, it exploded, splattering the Bordermaster's robe and alarmed old face as he wiped away the sticky seeds. You know, this was barely sexual enough that he was like, yo, look at this juicy fruit joke. Look at those melon. Let me just bend over. And now he's splattered with seeds. Eon noticed a pair of prying eyes nearby, clearly enjoying the scene. Kevin stepped forward and introduced himself. Eon soon invited him to be a Skylander, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so he makes a firecracker 5. Okay, so he okay, he makes explosive plants. I kind of wanted to fight Superior straight up. I feel like Superior would be would have a bit more of a, would make a more fair and like interesting battle. Not very much. It's not a top tier, but it definitely, you know, it's solid. Plant lizards, plant reptiles. You know, all right. You get one, Aiden. Good job. All right. I think we got a nice. We have an extremely good set, actually. Like we found there was a lot of Pokémons that I was not expecting to have on. That I was not expecting to have a matchup, and it's kind of cool. I don't think I would want to go back. I don't think I would want to go back to those less popular ones who like didn't even have a smidge of a matchup because they're just like so vague. Sometimes it's just like, oh, it's a cat, like it's a dog. But you know what? Fair. Alright. If there is any closing statement you guys in the chat want to do. But I think that's a pretty satisfying amount of matchups. That's kind of good. I'm way too tired to have like a proper intro. Like, oh, we're gonna wrap this up, and thank you for watching. So this stream, this video, and subscribe to see more, and blah blah blah. The thing I usually do at the end of streams. Just yeah, thank you for joining and for suggesting all those fun matchups. It was again I had some kind of a I had somewhat of a good time. Right, Aiden? Nah, I'm just messing. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. If no one has anything to say. I'm just gonna stop. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it here. So, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all your suggestions, and thank you for hanging out, and thank you for coming. And again, multiple thank yous. So many thank yous to everyone who joined on the chats on stream, and thank you for the people who are going to watch this after. I hope you have a good day. That is a very, very important thing to point out. Don't forget to, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I think I might try and go for a road to 1,000. Because I realized that I got like 100 subscribers just with Ant-Man versus Adam alone. So you know, if we can get to that 1,000 before season 10 is over, you know, we can have it can be very good. I don't know what I would do specifically, but I don't know if I'll do something special for it. So you know, don't feel obligated. But if we can get a road to 1,000. It would be really nice. So, subscribe if you haven't. And with all that being said, I'll see you next time. That was Torach at your service. And take care, everybody. And thank you for joining. See ya. Don't forget Zap versus one water Pokemon. I don't know who Zap is. Fuck you, Aiden.